Hello, I'm HR. Thank you for coming to your hearing.
One of the employees was selling crack.
Right, we'll get to that in a minute, but here's what you've been doing. You were given a document to sign, and you were said you would only sign it in Elton John's cum.
Yeah.
You think that's funny?
Yeah, I may be drinking.
You said you didn't want to work on the floor above you because, and I quote, all the women there look like they would sumo wrestle you over the last Mars bar. I can see you find that funny. You think it's funny that you did that?
Oh, you killed me, man. I also said one was built like a Toyota minivan. Yeah.
Right.
How's that funny?
You were also given a document to sign. When Bert from accounts brought his 6-year-old daughter in, you taught her how to smoke cigarettes, and when she declined, you called her a pussy-ass bitch. Is this true?
Yeah, I did do that.
You think all of those things, all that is appropriate workplace conduct?
Yeah, they should actually be promoted.
I agree, you sound cool. You also said you didn't want to work on a floor above you because, and I quote, all the women there look like they would sumo wrestle you over the last Mars bar. I'm glad you found your own joke so funny. Do you think any of these things are like the right thing to say or do at work?
The last one.
Just the last one? I think all of them are. You sound hilarious. But it also says here that you played ball games in the office, and when the ball went through a window, you used the receptionist pug as a replacement ball.
How can you be so serious when you say this, man?
Because this is very serious. Because then that pug also went through the window and had to be scraped off the ground by a vet. That pug is now in critical condition.
Say the line, Bart!
I didn't do it.
Yay!
No, you know what? It wasn't me.
Really? Because if I were you, I would have taken credit for that. That sounds hilarious.
I mean, it is hilarious. No, but this is...
It is really funny, but I'll tell you what, since you've already, subscribed to me and followed all my stuff, I'll just, sweep this under the rug. I'll just write a bullshitty report, so there'll be no consequences. You keep doing you. If I want to hear more about this. This sounds really funny. You keep doing more of the same.
Okay, bro. That's why I'm gonna have to put up my penis.
Do you think that's what you should do in front of the head of HR?
You never know. Game's games.
It says here you're French. That's bad enough. I'm gonna have to write you up. See you at the job center.
The secretary asked it to be signed in some secretion. I don't know.
Right, well...
It might have been discretion.
Well, the secretary was in tears when she told me that. How do you feel about that?
Well, obviously not that bad because it's still a normal question.
And she wasn't even an attractive secretary, so it wasn't even hot when she cried. Because pugs already sound and act so sick all the time, it took a while for people to notice that something was wrong with it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Who the fuck gets a pug anyway?
I mean, I agree with your sentiment there, but still. Also, you said when Grant from Data Management told you that he was a furry, in confidence I've been told, you dressed up as a fox hunter for a week and chased him around the office while blowing a hunting horn. Don't get me wrong, I think furries are no better than animals too, and it's fine to hunt them, but there's a time and a place, and not at this company.
Yeah, but it was just a perfect fucking trap. Honestly, it couldn't have been better. He walked through the door, tripped on my fishing line, and just fell right into the fucking bear trap. Honestly, you should have seen it. It was fucking amazing.
I kind of wish we had that on CCTV now. That does sound amazing. But anyways, another thing that happened is you said you didn't want to work on a floor above you because, and I quote, all the women there looked like they would sumo wrestle you over the last Mars bar.
just imagine if they figure out the refrigerator is like empty or something. Like all of the fucking above, all of the floors above will just like fucking collapse, bro. Like honestly, I wouldn't want to be there.
Honestly, you've made so many good points that I'll make a little deal with you. I'm supposed to write up some sort of report, but if you go and follow all my stuff, watch all my videos, watch my streams, like all my posts, I can just write a little bullshitty report and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. This will be swept under the rug. You'll get off scot-free. When Grant from Data Management told you that he was a furry, in confidence I've been told, you dressed up as a fox hunter for a week and chased him around the office while blowing a hunting horn.
That's about right. Fucking furries.
Like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I hate furries too, and I hunt them for sport in my free time. But there is a time and a place, you know? You see the furry and you go... and you chase them. I mean, I'm from Britain. I know all about hunting foxes. But still. Another thing is, you said that you didn't want to work on the floor above you because, and I quote, all the women there looked like they would sumo wrestle you over the last Mars bar.
Yeah, I don't like fat bitches.
These women are single, middle-aged, and work in customer service. It is not their fault that they're all fatty 2x4 coming through the kitchen door.
Okay, Dr. Seuss. It is their fault. They can, get some yoga classes in between their fucking coffee breaks.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I hate fat bitches too, but there are just some things you shouldn't say in the workplace.
I mean, true, but they're fat. Come on. Let me at least help them out by stating the obvious.
Right. I said there are some things you shouldn't say and do in the workplace. Or at least that's what other HR managers would say. I think you're hilarious, and I want you to keep working here and keep doing funny shit like this. I want to hear more of it and have more meetings.
Yeah, I'll talk about my furry hunting videos.
Yeah, make some furry hunting videos. I'd watch the hell out of those. I'd watch them all. She was in tears when she told me this. Especially
Cry about it, bitch.
Especially since no one believed her at first because pugs are already always in a bad condition anyway with their breathing and deformed faces and everything. So she didn't even get believed at first. Imagine how she must have felt.
Well, think about it. If you're like lobbing a pug, the rush of air will go straight up the nose, which helps that breathing. I'm gonna do another favour, you know.
Good point. You admit to all of these things.
Yep, I agree to that.
You sound cool as hell then. I'll tell you what. I would like to hear more about your escapades. I want more notes in the future. Hell yeah. What? Nate, no, don't kill yourself. I want more people like you to work here. Like the next person.
What about I just kill Grant?
Kill Grant? No, I want to bring him in here and humiliate him in front of me first. Then maybe after that you can kill Grant.
What about the receptionist? Because I want that dog.
I'll tell you what. First we deal with Grant, one thing at a time. Then I'll get back to you on what you can do with the receptionist.
Okay, can we make out now?
We can make out. You are offering to make out with the head of HR.
Head? Yeah, I'll give you head too if you want.
No, wait. Are you trying to sexually harass me?
Yes.
Who sexually harasses the HR manager? That's like offering crack to a police officer.
Guilty.
Right, I'll tell you what. If you follow my stuff, maybe we can work out the sexy times later. But right now, it'll bring me down because I've got to prepare for another hearing with some other bitch. And while I don't know much about her, she put her pronouns in her email, so you know she's going to be an absolute cow to deal with. So...
yeah, this is all you need. Just take it.
Ah, thank you. Yeah.
Like, welcome to your meeting, and she goes, oh, you're welcome to bash straight to the brainstem through the mouth. Go. Easy.
Easy.
Alright, well, you have a good day, and yeah.
You too. And don't go postal, okay? Don't recreate falling down with Michael Douglas.
I will do it. I will.
Take some shooting lessons, asshole.
No.
You mean you're not going to take credit for that one? That last one was really funny.
No, never happened though.
Never happened. Well, I'll tell you what. I have a hard time believing that didn't happen. You seem like the kind of guy who would, but it's okay, because that was all really funny and entertaining. So I'll make you a little deal. You follow my stuff, you watch my videos, watch my streams, like my posts, and we'll forget this ever happened. I'll sweep it all under the rug. You can go back to normal, doing all your cool shit like this.
Alright.
And I want to see you again doing more cool shit that I can then let you off for because it's funny. As long as it's funny and entertaining, then it's okay by me.
Okay.